is because there's politics that go into play in these jury rooms. Lots of politics. They take a poll when they first go back, and they're not a monolith. When they go back to start their deliberations, they're not always on the same page. They don't even know what the other person's thinking, so they take an immediate poll to see where they are. And then the politics start between jury members of one person trying to convince somebody to take their position, right? Because we're all human beings, right? All of us want to be agreed with. Nothing would make me happier than if people tell me, hey, I agree with you. If somebody tells me I don't agree with you, I'll pretend that it doesn't bother me, but it will really bother me deep down. And so if I'm in a jury setting, I'm going to want to convince other jurors of my position, and they're going to want to convince me of their positions. So I predicted that this would be a hung jury on day 2 only because of that, but I have never believed that they met their burden. The state never showed me how, even in their theory of the case, how Melody Farris murdered Gary Farris in one part of the house and moved him to another part of the house. They just never shown it to me. And so for me, case wasn't proven, but it might end up in a hung jury.
Well, you know, I think we've had that hung jury notice once from the judge where he said, listen, you are tasked with going out, deliberating, and reaching a verdict, so that's what you're going to do. Now, what we're understanding is that it is a verdict, so it could be a mixed verdict, Michael. It could be a not guilty on all charges, or it could be a guilty on all charges.
Yeah, one of those instances where that Allen charge worked.
Yes.
And it often does.
Good point.
And I would love to see what that dynamic was in the last couple of hours that took this jury from being hung and feeling like they weren't going to get any closer, that they had to come and tell the judge they were hung, to now having what we're assuming is an actual verdict.
Yeah, that's what we're assuming. We're going to wait and see. But it's a perfect time so you don't miss a thing to